Welcome back, Geekers. Sorry for that. I've had a busy past week before this. It was my birthday on July 10th, so just this Saturday that passed, and I've been relatively busy. I'm also busy because I am setting up a fundraiser starting this week, and it's going to run through the whole week for suicide prevention. The pandemic was extremely hard on a lot of people, and we want to give back here at Geeking Comfortably. So if you look in the description, there will be a link to the GoFundMe where you can raise and donate money. There will also be a live 24-hour stream starting Tuesday, July 13th at 8 a.m. Eastern Time and running all the way through Wednesday, July 14th, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, where we will be playing all kinds of different games just for you guys. And as usual, if you enjoy the content, please don't be scared to drop a like and a follow on the YouTube channel. It is appreciated, and it gives me more chances to give back more and more to the community, which I love doing. You guys know that. What's more is on July 15th, which is a Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be hosting a live Dungeons and Dragons fundraiser game with some special guests. And if you stay till about the middle of this video, you will see the introduction of the 3 of the special guests, and it is honestly quite incredible. So please stay tuned for that if you want to see more. Now let's get back into the episode. Montreal Canadiens have won back-to-back President's Trophies, and let's see. That's fine, we don't need internet for what we're doing. Let's see how they proceed. Right here, actually I'm going to go on low, because I think I started a new game just for fun. One time I was just playing to fool around. Yeah, you see fun, but we're here on rebuild, and let's see how rebuild goes, as we're almost approaching the end of this game and this career. This is insane, guys. So this is truly something. Right now, Serge Damour, we are in the playoffs. We won the President's Trophy, and we're facing up against Ottawa first. So let's see how round 1 of the 2031 playoffs, a decade from now, goes. Alright, all events. So simulation pause. Ottawa does get the first goal. Montreal still has yet to shoot on net, and they get their first shot. Ottawa's playing really well. They're dominating right now against the Montreal Canadiens in game 1, but it's a 5-on-4 power play now for Ottawa, and will they recover? That is the question, guys. Let's see what happens. And yes, Ottawa does get a goal though, but Montreal now on the power play, 5-on-4. Can they get a goal? And if not, this is going to be a 2-0 lead as the half of the first period dwindles down. Ottawa playing phenomenal. Tim Stützle on fire. Montreal Canadiens down 2-0. Shots are 9-8 as the last couple minutes dwindle down in the first period. Alright, second period is going to begin, and let's see how they do, as Ottawa's leading 2-0 against the Montreal Canadiens, the President's Trophy winners. And Ottawa gets a third goal, 3-0 right now. That is crazy. So let's see how Montreal, if Montreal can, like I want to see Montreal perform, man. Let's go. 3-0, we're down. Shots are tied 15 apiece, and we're at the halfway mark of the game now. And Montreal has yet to recover a goal. I don't know about you guys. I'm not feeling too good about this. So let's see what's going to happen. Can Montreal catch up in this game, or will they go down 1-0 in this series? By the way, it's really funny because you see that we have Zachary Litter, right, in our lineup with the Montreal Canadiens down. And literally, the player that Montreal is being recommended to draft this year, because he's going to go late in the first round, is Zachary Litter for his physical play. So I just think that's hilarious, because if Montreal, oh, that's a goal for us as Holt gets one. If Montreal does get Zachary Litter, that's 2 goals for Montreal. Caulfield gets one. Yes, Gold Caulfield, or Cole Gofield, whatever you want to call him. That's phenomenal. But I'd be thinking it'd be really funny if we end up getting Zachary Litter, because then I would have been a prediction master drafting him this year. And let's see, it's 3-2 Ottawa. 9 minutes remaining in the game. Montreal did make a game out of it. Can they get a third goal and show the Ottawa Senators why? And they do. They tie it up. Ladies and gentlemen, game is tied 3-3. Shots are now 31-28. And Montreal gets the game leading goal, 4-3. 4 goals in a single period for the Montreal Canadiens as they dominate the third period and take a decisive 5-3 victory in game 1 versus the Ottawa Senators. Let's see the 3 stars of the game, as you have Alex Tuck with a goal and 2 assists, Kay Holt with a goal and an assist, and Vit Kavasha with a goal. Those are young players, by the way. Good guys that we picked up, some young prospects. Kyler Holt with 2 points. And let's move forward to the next game, as Montreal takes a 1-0 lead over the Ottawa Senators. As we simulate the second game, can Montreal take a 2-0 series lead? And keep in mind, guys, I'm proud of the Montreal Canadiens and the way they performed this year in the 2021 Stanley Cup playoffs. We got the win, we didn't get swept, and that's all that matters. So let's really keep up the hard work on that one. I'm extremely happy. Right there, Montreal gets the first goal, 1-0, with 6-2 shots as they approach the halfway mark of the first period. 5-on-4 power play now, and Ottawa does get the goal, tying it up on the power play, 1-1. Shots are 10-6. Let's see what will happen next. By the way, guys, all of the notifications, the videos that you're going to see at the halfway mark, they will also be appearing on my Instagram, on my Twitter, and on my TikTok with the links, and advising people to when to go and watch, so you guys can all be part of this awesome event and this awesome beauty and everything that's going on. It's really going to be something. I'm looking forward to it. The D&D game is going to be fun. You're going to see us really working hard to raise awareness, but you're going to come in and have a good time. Remember, raising awareness for suicide prevention can't be a somber thing. People are already down and out as it is, so we want to make it fun. We want people to come in, cheer up their day, cheer up their night, have a smile on their face, and really enjoy the 24-hour stream. I'm hoping to see my European viewers, my global viewers come in and join the stream. You know, I know it's going to be a bit harder for you guys for the 8 p.m. Eastern time stream. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to be recording it as well, and then I'm going to be posting that up on YouTube, so you guys will be able to watch it after the fact. It's going to be posted that Friday morning, and it's still going to be posted up, so you guys can still donate after that until the end. Like I said, I'd like to at least reach our goal. We set a goal of $2,000 raised, and the Montreal Canadiens are now up 2-1, sorry, after the 2 periods. Our goal is to raise at least $2,000 for suicide prevention. I don't think it's an impossible goal. I think we can do it. I'm going to be posting it throughout. I'm going to be sharing it. I hope people will share it more, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes, because I want us to do the right thing, raise money. The pandemic was hard on a lot of people globally, and I think it's time to give back to at least our communities, and I'm giving back to you geekers, because we are geekers fighting for suicide prevention. Montreal now up 3-2. Shots are 31-25. There are 7 minutes remaining in the final period. Let's see how this pans out. Also, for the 24-hour stream, I will have guest characters coming in, as well as pro Fortnite player, the Sir Banana, who will be tagging in with me. We'll see. Maybe we'll get a few other pros coming in. We'll see what we can do. We're definitely going to be working out a few things, though, so I'm looking forward. And that is the end of Game 2, as Montreal takes a 2-0 series lead. They won that game 3-2. Kotkaniemi with a goal and an assist. Parse with 2 goals against average, 27 saves, and Jones with 1 goal, 1 assist. That is so far a very good thing. Kotkaniemi with 4 points in 2 games. This is why we have him as a captain. Let's move on now to Game 3 in Ottawa, as right now we can just quickly check. Colorado Oilers tied 1 apiece. San Jose 2-0 over the Vegas Golden Knights. St. Louis, Vancouver 1 apiece. EA and Minnesota 1 apiece. And right here we have Montreal 2-0 over Ottawa. Tampa Bay losing 2-0 to Boston. Capitals 2-0 over Panthers, and Columbus 2-0 over the Rangers. So we're gonna move up now to the next game, and let's see how the Montreal Canadiens do as it starts. They have Connor McMichael. I find that funny. I think he was with Montreal now, isn't he? I believe Connor McMichael is with Montreal. But let's see. We do have GEEKERS, yes, and we have Caulfield, and one of them is going to move during the trade deadline. We can't keep both of them with their salaries, especially when they need to sign back a lot of big players. So this is some stuff this is like Montreal's big final push for another Stanley Cup with this exact lineup. If not, there will be some changes, and we'll see. But Montreal gets the first goal, and that is 1-0 with 5 minutes remaining in the first period. Shots are 10 apiece. There was a power play there for Ottawa, and Montreal was able to keep them off the score sheet with 2 minutes remaining in the first period. The Montreal Canadiens are now tied at 1 apiece as Lindblom scores for the Ottawa Senators. We will move into the second period game tied 1 apiece. And can Montreal continue to push and make this a 3-0 series lead, as Ottawa on the power play though, and we do know they have a dangerous one. They scored on multiple occasions, but they are held off again, as it is still 1 apiece, 13 minutes remaining in the second period. We are approaching now the halfway mark of the game, and Montreal gets a 2-1 lead as Omar Cameron gets a goal, and Montreal now with the 2-1 lead over the Ottawa Senators, pushing to continue with the lead with less than 10 minutes remaining in the second period. Let's see how this continues to go. The game so far is going well, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. We may actually potentially, depending on how fast this series goes, jump into the second round as well, so we'll definitely see that. But like I said, it's not to be a long video, and that is the end of the second period as the third period begins. But I know I want you guys to be able to 5-on-4 power play right off the bat for Montreal. Can they get a goal? They've been struggling on the power play this playoff series so far, but they do not, so it is still 2-1. Montreal really need to capitalize on that power play. They have another one, and they do get it this time as they get the goal, making it 3-2-1. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting close. Montreal up 3-1 versus the Ottawa Senators. And let's see what happens next. Simulation pauses. Ottawa makes 3-2. 7 minutes remaining in the third period. Ottawa does not want to go down 3-0 in this series. They will put on a fight, but can Montreal hold them off and keep the 3-2 lead? Ottawa's going to probably pull their goalie right about now with less than 2 minutes remaining. Can Montreal make it 4-2? But Ottawa stays in their zone, and the game finishes 3-2 Montreal. No empty net goal. Montreal now leads the series 3-0. Omar Cameron with 2 goals. Lindblom with 2 goals. And Parse, again, 2 goals against average, 32 saves, a .941 save percentage. And as we move forward, the point leader of the team, Kotkaniemi, with 5 points in 3 games. So far, playing very well. Colorado takes a 2-1 lead over the Oilers. The San Jose Sharks holding a 3-0 lead versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Minnesota 2-1 over EA, and Vancouver 2-1 over St. Louis. Over in the Eastern Conference, you have the Canadiens 3-0 over the Ottawa Senators, Boston 3-0 over the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Capitals 3-0 over the Florida Panthers. The Columbus Blue Jackets 2-1 lead over the New York Rangers. As we are entering Game 4 and potential final game of the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's see how it begins. Montreal right away on a power play. Can they get a goal though? They do not. Follows up right away with a power play for the Ottawa Senators. Do they retaliate with a goal early? No, as it stays 0 apiece, with both of them having a power play in the first 5 minutes of the game. As we approach the halfway mark of the first period, Montreal gets a goal with Serge Damour getting his first goal of the series, and a second goal for Cole Caulfield, making it 2-0 Montreal in the first period, right away back to back within a couple of seconds from each other. Montreal still leading 2-0. Ottawa now in the offensive zone gets a few shots off, and simulation pause as Lafreniere gets another goal, making it 3-0 Montreal Canadiens. Let's keep on moving forward as we see what's going to happen here. Montreal, like I said, now leading 3-0, and that is going to be the end of the first period. As we move in now to the second period, Kotkaniemi with a big face-off win, and let's see if Montreal can continue this pressure and go for the sweep, as it is now 3-0 Montreal. Second period, with already 5 minutes gone. Let's see what happens. Sorry about my voice, because like I said, I've had a hectic weekend. Saturday was a hell of a night. And it's 4-0 Montreal as Serge Damour gets his second goal of the series and of the playoffs. That is really well done. Montreal dominating as the halfway point of the game just passes. 4-0 Montreal. Shots are 21-15. Now, we've seen Montreal get 5 goals in a period. Maybe Ottawa will do the same thing in the third period to stay alive. But as of right now, we're looking at a 4-0 game. And let's see what happens with a minute remaining in the second period. Montreal holds on to the 4-0 lead. As the third period begins, Tim Stützle wins a big face-off against Kotkaniemi as they push into the offensive zone, and they do get a shot off net, but Omar Cameron. There we go. No, that was weird. It was Ottawa with the shots. Sorry about that, guys. I misread that. It's still 4-0 Montreal as we approach the halfway mark of the final period. What will happen as the Montreal Canadiens continue to push and they go down more and more and more? Let's see what happens right here with 5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. The game slowly comes to a dim. With 3 minutes remaining, the Montreal Canadiens keep a 4-0 lead. And no, Ottawa does get a goal, McMichael ruining the shutout for Parts on an elimination game. And the Montreal Canadiens win 4-1. And let's look at the 3 stars here. And Serge Damour with 2 goals. Cole Caulfield with a goal and assist. And Kirk Parks with a .962 save percentage. And as we move forward, Kotkaniemi 7 points in 4 games. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to stop right before a quick break from our promotions for the suicide prevention fundraiser. So we'll be right back after a quick video.
Hi, my name's Sophia, and I'm going to be playing Trina Blendfoot, a socially awkward halfling who loves horses and hates seeing blood and guts. Ironically, she's a cleric, so she's destined to see a lot of blood and guts. And if you want to watch her awkwardly bumble her way to healing people, then drop on by twitch.tv/geeking on July 15th at 8 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Hey, what's up? This is Zach Fukeli. I just wanted to say that I'm doing a special D&D game with some friends for suicide prevention, basically a suicide prevention fundraiser. This is something I've never played before. I've never done it, but I created my character. I created all these things. I read up. I watched the YouTube videos on D&D and all that. It'll be interesting. It'll be great. Tune in to see. Participate. Come and watch us. We'll be live on Twitch and Discord and all those things. So I just wanted to say I'm participating in this D&D thing for suicide prevention fundraising. So come and be a part of it. Come and donate with us. Come and have some fun. It'll be hilarious. We're gonna have a real good time with it. Also be serious. You know, we're trying to get through the challenges that Damiano's gonna put in our way. But just wanted to say that I'll be participating. Can't wait to be there. I'm learning a lot, and I'll see you in a bit. Ciao.
What's up, everyone? This is Giustino Giotezio. I'm a visual artist and director from Montreal, and in this game, I'll be playing an Aarakocra ranger named Squad. You can catch the game July 15th at 8 p.m. at twitch.com/geekingcomfortably. I'll see you there.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So those were the guests. If you guys didn't recognize, Zachary Fukali, drafted by the Montreal Canadiens, now playing for the Hershey Bears of the Washington Capitol franchise, is going to be partaking in this fundraiser. The other ones were Giustino Giotezio, a phenomenal artist and photographer, and a DM in his own right. And then you had Sophia, who is a phenomenal role player and an amazing person with the biggest heart, and you will see why I have her in this video and in this fundraiser. She is amazing. There is one more guest as well, and that is my brother, but do not worry, he will be participating, and he is a phenomenal voice actor, a phenomenal role player. He is honestly just very good, and I'm looking forward to see how he does as well. So this will be something real fun, guys. Now, as we move forward, Montreal did sweep the Ottawa Senators. So if you're enjoying the content, let's see what happens and who we're playing in the second round. This is crazy. We're advancing. Only 2 teams swept. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, Edmonton. Let's go. Come on, Edmonton. Get the win. Ooh, okay. Only 2 Canadiens teams make it to the second round. Okay. So you're going to have Vancouver versus EA. Montreal versus Boston, Capitals versus Rangers, and the San Jose Sharks versus the Colorado Avalanche. And we do have time. We are going to enter the second round of the playoffs. But before we do that, let's look at our players quickly. How's everyone doing? Serge Damour, oh, that's 112 points this season. Yeah, he dominated. He played so well. Let's go here. Player stats. So far, Kotkaniemi with 7 points, Caulfield with 6, Damour with 6, Omar with 5, Zur Kurilover with 4, and Lafreniere with 2. He is struggling a bit on the second line. I'm hoping he could pick up the pace though. If you go to edit lines, as you'll see, Serge Damour, this line right here is just on fire. This line right here is doing well, but Lafreniere is struggling. Here's Sven Engvist, he's a top line forward, 73 overall. Trevor Zegras and Francisco Thomas. Then here you go, 25 years old, right here, 20 years old, 25 years old, and 23 years old. Defensively, Edvinsson, Romanov, Prokorkin, Ekman. He's going to be interesting. Elite low, Caden Gooley, and Camper. And if I look right here, I do have, is it Stephenson? No, where's my elite? I did have an elite medium defense coming up somewhere. Was it Pajot? No, I don't remember where he is. Darn it. But, well, let's go back. Second round, Montreal versus Boston. Can they do it? Let's find out. As Boston starts with a power play, but nothing, as it's still 0-0 in the first couple minutes of the game. Boston had up on the second power play. Montreal beat the first. Can they hold the second? They do, as it is still 0-0 apiece as the first 5 minutes rolled down of the period. This is quite something impressive. And no, but Boston does get a goal as Gabriel Landeskog scores on Kirk Parrs, the old Montreal Canadiens player. Montreal not on the power play. They do not get a goal, but they do get a few shots, which is pretty solid. This is a pretty good one. Oh, and Josh Burke, also an old Montreal Canadiens player with the Boston Bruins. But let's see how the game continues to roll. And Montreal does score. Serge Demore gets a goal, and it's now tied 1 apiece with 3 minutes remaining in the first period. The game continues to roll down, and as you can see right here, it ends tied 1-1 in the first period. And let's keep on moving forward. This is quite something impressive. But no, Boston does get a goal, making it 2-1 Boston in the second period. Wow, they have Josh Morris. Jesus, they weren't fooling around, these guys, eh? And they make it 3-1. But then Zach Wheeler comes and answers, making it 3-2 for the Boston Bruins. With 13 minutes remaining, Montreal manages to clink that 1 goal difference. And now Boston on the power play. Do they score? No, they do not. Montreal able to hold them off. And now Montreal with a big face-off win. They don't get the goal. Another face-off win by Montreal. Another face-off win by Montreal. But they still unable to get that goal. There are shots. Face-off being won. And Boston scores. Jesus, making it 4-2. Montreal did have a good run right there though in the offensive zone. As Boston now winning 4-2 at the end of the second period. We're now going to enter the third period. And let's see if Montreal can crawl back up and win game 1 the same way they did against the Ottawa Senators. They are playing better. They have more shots, but only by 1, but it's there. But it is a crazy game right now, and Boston is definitely playing really well. Montreal lost in the second round last year to the Washington Capitals. Will they lose in the second round this year to the Boston Bruins, as Nate Robinson gets a goal, making it 5-2 for the Boston Bruins. As now Boston dominated in the third period, has more shots than Montreal, and is keeping that pace going non-stop. This is not what you expect to see. This is not what you wanted to see. Can Montreal come back in the next game? Hopefully. Let's hope. This is honestly not a horrible game. No goals from our defense though so far in the playoffs, and that is a problem as Boston wins 5-2 in game 1 of the second round. The Stars are DiPietro with 2 goals against, .944 save percentage, Rupp with 1 goal, 1 assist, and Sanford with 1 goal, 1 assist. We're going to move on now to the second game of the second round, and let's see if Montreal can win 1 at home before going to Boston. I was going to say Madison Square Garden, but that's the Rangers. I don't remember. What's Boston's arena's name? If you guys could remind me what the name of the arena for Boston is, please put it into the comments. Just write it down. I don't remember. What the hell is Boston's arena's name? I'm drawing a major blank here and it's bothering me. It is still 0-0 the score as the first 5 minutes of the period overlap. Montreal has 5 shots to Boston's 4 now. And let's see what happens as Boston is working hard. Boston's a good team. Like, honestly, I think they finished right behind us in the points. Montreal now on the power play. Can they get the goal and take the lead for the first time in the second round? They do not, as the first period only has 5 minutes left. The score is tied 0-0. Shots are 7 apiece. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of like, ugh. Now Boston on the power play, and the period ends 0-0. The second period begins. Boston continues on the power play. They do not get a goal though, as the game continues to roll tied. Can the Montreal Canadiens do something to take a win and a lead here? But no, on the power play, there is a shorthanded goal for Boston, and then Montreal gets 2 goals as they now make it 2-1. There we go. Now Boston on the power play, and can they score and tie the game 2? They do not. So Montreal now 2-1. Boston with a shorthanded goal. Montreal a goal on a power. I think 2 goals on the power play as it was a 4 minutes. This is getting heated, and Montreal, Francisco Thomas with his first goal of the series, and Cole Caulfield with the power play goal. This is 4-1 Montreal. Now they came out fighting. They lost 5-2. They're not going to do it again. They are putting up a hell of a fight. scoring 4 goals. Oh, and there's the second goal for the Boston Bruins. 4-2 Montreal as we enter the third period. Can Montreal make it 5-2 and keep the lead, or will Boston close the gap and win game 2 and take a 2-0 series lead over the Montreal Canadiens in the Bell Center? Montreal on the power play again. Their power play has been working. That's a 5-on-3 now for Montreal, but they do not seem to be able to get a goal. They do score a power play goal as the period elapsed. That's Cole Caulfield's, I think, 3rd goal today, making it 5-2 Montreal. And with less than 10 minutes remaining, and we're approaching the final 5, what will happen with this game? This is one hell of a good game, guys, right now. Shots are 27-24, 5-2 Montreal with 2 minutes remaining in the period. Boston is pushing. They will try to get that 3rd goal if they can. But as it ends, Montreal takes the lead 5-2 in this game, and a 1-1 series tie in the second round. We're going to come and see here Trevor Zegras with 2 goals, 2 assists. Francisco Thomas with a goal and 2 assists, and Cole Caulfield with 2 goals and an assist. That's 3 goals on one line and 2 goals on the second line, as Cole Caulfield now takes the point leads with 10 points, 5 goals, 5 assists. And we're going to now move on to the 3rd game, playing in Boston at the Boston Arena, because I don't remember, and it's not like I'm streaming right now, so I don't see what you guys are writing live. I'll only see the comments much later, but that's quite alright. I'm okay with that. We're going to keep on pushing though and seeing how we do, as the score is tied 0-0. Boston now has a 5-4 power play, and it is a little nerve-wracking, I'll be honest, but there we go. It's tied 0-0. The power play did end. There's 9 minutes remaining in the first period. Shots are 7-6 Montreal. This is quite insane right now. The game is going real well, and Boston does take this first lead, making it 1-0 for them. As the game continues to move forward though, Montreal not giving up and is pushing, but that is the first period. As we now move into the second period, Boston has a 1-0 lead. Montreal needs to get a goal back and make it quick so they can get that 2-1 series lead over Boston and not go down 2-1 to Boston. It is still 1-0 as we're approaching the halfway mark of the second period. Montreal has 15 shots to Boston's 11. There is a power play though for Boston right now. They get a few hits and only 1 shot on the power play. Well played by the penalty kill by the Montreal Canadiens. And with 8 minutes remaining in the game, it is 1-0 Boston. 2-0, Boston, as Rupp scores again. Shots are 19-13 for the Montreal Canadiens, but Boston seems to be able to get those goals on Kirk Parks. They have his number, and that is how the second period will come to an end. As the third period begins, it is a 2-0 lead for the Boston Bruins. Montreal needs to get a goal. They do not want to be shut out, but Brook scores, making it 3-0 Boston. And now Boston on the power play as Montreal is trying to play chirpy and nervous. Do they get a goal? No, Montreal does hold them off though. That is very well done. And another power play for Boston, as it is still 3-0. Shots are now 27-21. Boston with 2 power plays so far, 28 shots. 10 minutes remaining in the third period. Score is 3-0. Montreal unable to get any shots in, and Boston makes it 4-0 right now. This is a brutal game. Montreal is getting outplayed and outmatched, but they do get a goal as Serge Damour scores. There is going to be no shutout tonight for the Boston Bruins, as with 2 minutes remaining, Montreal down 4-1, and that will be the final score of game 3 as Boston takes a 2-1 series lead. The stars of the game will be Rupp with a goal and an assist, DiPietro with a .962 save percentage, and Sanford with 1 goal, 1 assist. As we move on right here, Cole Caulfield still with 10 points for the Montreal Canadiens, and Montreal down 2-1 in the series. If we look at the other series, 2-1 EA, 2-1 San Jose, and 2-1 Capitals. Montreal is going to move up to the next game, game 4, still in Boston. Montreal needs to get this win. If they go down 3-1, it's going to be very hard for them to come back, even if they're playing in Montreal. Boston on the power play again. Montreal's playing very chirpy and very dirty, getting a lot of penalties. That is a problem though that will have to be fixed down the line. Let's see what happens next as Montreal now on the power play. Can they get a goal? That is the real question. We shall see. And it moves forward right here. We got, oh boy, I'm like kind of like, What are you doing? All right, come on, guys. Come on, Habs. Come on. All right. Montreal, Boston tied 0-0, and that is the end of the simulation round. Let's keep on moving forward and see if Montreal can do something, as the game is tied 0-0 in the second period. This is where I get nervous. This is where I panic and I stress. I'm like, oh my god, my heart can't take it no more. But we gotta believe. We do have to believe. What will the Montreal Canadiens do, as it's a 5-on-4 power play and they still do not get a goal, as this game is tied 0 apiece, 19-15 the shots for the Montreal Canadiens. This is a battle of the goalies right now. In Boston on the power play, they do get the goal though, as they are able to score. David Pastrnak gets his first goal of the series, and he takes the 1-0 lead for Boston in a critical game 4 for the Montreal Canadiens. As the second period comes to an end, Boston now up 1-0. We will see what happens as the second round proceeds and the third period is on its way. Montreal has a 25-21 shot lead, and now on the power play, can they get a goal? And they do tie it up. Francisco Thomas making it 1-1. Now Montreal is pushing here. They have 30 shots to Boston's 23, but Boston is playing phenomenal. DiPietro has Montreal's number this season, it seems. We are unable to get by him in the playoffs, and Montreal with a 1-1 tie versus Boston, a 2-1 series lead for Boston. They are now on the power play with less than 5 minutes remaining. Are Montreal able to hold them off? And they do, as 3 minutes remain in the game. The game is tied 1 apiece, and Montreal gets a power play with a final chance to get a goal with very little time left. They do not get it, and we have to go now into overtime. So we're going to do computer versus computer, as Montreal goes into overtime. I'm nervous. How will this play out? This is the question. Here is the overtime 5-on-5. Oh man. Montreal gets it into the zone. Romanov chips it in. And there we go. We push. Morrissey with the puck. He passes it to Landeskog. Landeskog up to Robertson. Robertson with a little fancy move. Brings it into the blue line. Passes to Landeskog. Landeskog shoots, but a big save by Kirk Parse right there, sending his team up back in the offensive zone. Dunmore manages to get into the blue line. He slows down the play. Tries to cross, but Morrissey with the interception. He moves it up to Landeskog. Landeskog skates it on Romanov's side. Tries to get Romanov with a big poke check. And there we have it. Oh my god, another big save by Parse and a big hit by Edvinsson. That was a few big saves by Kirk Parse, really doing his job phenomenal. And let's see, can Montreal get the win now? Can they get the win? Omar Cameron pushes up into the neutral zone, tries to deke at the blue line, but loses the puck as Nate Robinson now gets a big hit by Evanson. Serge Demon with the puck, he'll go behind the net, stop, try to pass it to the front of the net, and Romanov barely manages to get that. Kotkaniemi passes up to Dunmore. Dunmore breaks in, tries to deke when he's on the side of the D, and he is able to. Sadikov with the puck. He passes up to McElhaney. McElhaney to Verana. Verana moves in. He gets around Romanov, gets poached by Evanson, but still manages to get a shot off. As McElhaney picks the puck again, he passes to Brook, down to Verana. Verana shoots but hits the post as Korzak gets the puck. Kotkaniemi passes up to Romanov. Romanov looking, he moves up into the blue line. He gets tried to poke check, but McElhaney manages to pick up the puck before Kotkaniemi can. Korzak with the puck now, he passes it back to Anderson. Anderson up to Verana. Verana circling about in the neutral zone. He transfers sides back to McElhaney. McElhaney sends it in deep as he gets hit. Romanov with the puck now, he'll look, pass it up to Lafreniere. Lafreniere manages to get into the offensive zone. He sends stop, passes to Caulfield, but Caulfield gets hit and loses the puck. Brook now with the puck, passes to Anderson. Anderson up to Sanford. Sanford gets hit big. Caulfield now with the puck, trying to circle, sends it to the other side to Lafreniere. Lafreniere gets into the zone, but does get hit. As Josh Brook picks up the puck, he'll pass it up to Rupp. Rupp now skating through the neutral zone into the blue line. He enters, he cuts the D, slows down, passes it, and that's a big save by Parse. Now right now Robertson, was that Robertson I said? Yeah. He passes it back right there. I can't see the name right there. And they're being pinned to the boards. Oh, and Rupp has the puck. He shoots. Big save by Parse. He will pass it up to Prokhorkin. Prokhorkin tries to Zegras. Zegras gets hit. Rupp picks up the puck, passes it behind the net, passes it back to Rupp. Sanford with the puck. He shoots, goes for the rebound, but a big defensive play right there as he pushes up to Lafreniere. Lafreniere through the neutral zone will go for a deke and gets pochecked right away. Stewart's now with the puck. Was that Immobile they said? Emoman, sorry. Gets the puck. He gets hit though. And Montreal picks up the puck again. They're looking to get it out of the zone. Engvist right now with the puck. He'll circle back in deep. Pass it to Prokhorkin. Prokhorkin up to Zegras. Zegras skates into the zone. He gets hit but manages to get it deep. Stephenson gets pinned to the board. And Stolarz gets the puck. No, Thomas gets the puck and he gets hit. And Boston now moves it up to Immolman. Immolman slows down the play a bit. Resets. Passes to Stolarz. He passes to Studenka. Stolarz was down though. Studenka no one to pass it to. He manages to try to skate in. Gets blocked. Holt now with the puck. He's going to skate. Move through neutral zone and gets pochecked. Right now, Pasternak with the puck. He gets pochecked by Camper. Camper up to Holt. Holt's going to slow it down. Dump it in deep as Morrissey picks up the puck. He passes up to Pasternak again. Pasternak slows down, goes back around his net, and starts moving up through the zone. He will get through the neutral zone, pass it up to Robertson, who gets pochecked. Landeskog picks up the pocheck though, and Caden Gooley with another pocheck. Holt now with the puck. He dumps it in deep as Montreal goes for a change. Sadikov gets pinned to the board right there, and Robertson manages to pick up the puck instead. He passes back up to Sadikov. Sadikov will slow down, gets hit, unable to keep the puck. Montreal trips over him, but Mitchell picks back up the puck. He will circle behind the offensive zone, pass it to Serge Damour. Serge Damour to Romanov. Romanov to Evanson, but he brings the puck out of the zone, and that will be an offside with a minute 42 remaining in the power play. Nicholas Rupp with 8 goals and Pasternak with 5 in the top 10 for goals in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Kotkaniemi with the faceoff right outside the Boston zone. He loses, but he gets the puck right back. He sends it in deep as Serge Damour goes on to Brook. Brook with the puck. He's going to circle with a bit of speed, and he loses the puck to Omar Cameron as Omar Cameron now skates in, gets a quick shot. Anderson with the save, and Boston now coming out of their zone through the neutral zone. They will send it semi-deep, but Kotkaniemi manages to poach the puck. Anderson back with the puck, sends it to Brook. Brook to Robertson. Robertson's having trouble getting out. Landeskog back in his zone, and Boston backing up into the zone manages to bring it out. Robertson with the deke on Romanov, gets around him, sends it to the neutral to Brook. Brook with a big shot, big hit, and big save with a minute remaining. In overtime, Boston now in the offensive zone. Gabriel Landeskog with 22 hits in the top 10 of hits for the Stanley Cup playoffs. Boston has a lot of players in top 10 in different situations. Here's Kotkaniemi with a big defensive zone draw. Needs to win this. He managed to tie him up. Omar Cameron picks up the puck, skates it out through the zone into neutral zone, but gets poached. Romanov back up, sends it to Damour. Damour to Omar. Omar back to Romanov. Romanov slows it down to Damour. Damour shoots, hits the pad. Brook now with the puck. He gets poached. Verana picks it up though right away. He is circling in his zone, passes up to Brook. Brook sets up to Korzak. Korzak, he gets poached, and Damour picks up the puck in the neutral zone with 45 seconds remaining. Serge Damour circles in to the offensive zone. He does get poached, but he manages to pick the puck right back up. Edmondson now with it to Caulfield. Caulfield with a shot from far out, but easy for DiPietro to stop, and he holds on to that one, causing an offensive zone faceoff for the Montreal Canadiens. This is huge. Montreal needs to get the goal here, or we're going into a second overtime. And if that is the case, we may just simulate, because this is getting extremely long. Let's see how it goes as, oh my god, Montreal wins the faceoff, but he gets lost. And McElhinney now up. He's one-on-one, but he is being followed by one of his players. He slows down the play, sends it across. Oh, big poach. Samsonov with another shot, and Ekman managed to recover in front of the net. That was dangerous for the Montreal Canadiens. And with 20 seconds remaining, Cole Caulfield now in the neutral zone. He gets poached. Lafreniere picks it up though in the offensive zone. He goes deep. He circles, passes to Lutter. Lutter with a shot, but a big save by DiPietro. 11 seconds remaining. Offensive face-off in the Boston Bruins zone for the Montreal Canadiens. They need to get a win and a shot right away. My goodness, this is an extremely intense game. Zachary Lutter versus Rupp. Second line versus third line. Can Zachary Lutter win it back to the defense? He does. Prokhorkin with it. He shoots, big save by DiPietro, but he moves it this time as Brent Burns, or just Burns. It's not Brent. Rupp now with the puck. He moves it up to Vanier. Vanier into the offensive zone, but gets poached, and that will be the end of the overtime. Oh my god, sorry guys. Unfortunately, this video is getting too long, so we will have to quit this game, and hopefully Montreal gets the goal We're praying. We don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, man. No. Boston does win, so we're going to sim to the final game potentially as they have a 3-1 series lead back in Montreal. Let's see how Montreal does. All right. This is going to be a tough one. If Montreal is eliminated twice now in the second round after winning President's trophies each time, I just don't want them to win the President's trophy anymore at that point. Boston does get a goal, making it 1-0. That's 2-0 Boston now, as they have a 2-0 lead and a 3-1 series lead. This may be the end of the Montreal Canadiens playoff run with back-to-back President's trophies. That does hurt. But let's see if Montreal can perform. Maybe next season they'll get a third President's trophy and finally win their second Stanley Cup under captain and tutelage of Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Jesus, man. Boston just outplayed Montreal. They really did. And as the final period goes, Boston takes a 3-goal lead early in the final period. Montreal seeming deflated. They're still shooting, but they're unable to get a goal versus DiPietro. He is just outplaying them on every occasion, and Kirk Parks is struggling. This may be the end of Kirk Parks in Montreal, ladies and gentlemen, as Boston takes a 4-0 lead and Gabriel Landeskog scores the decisive goal. And that will be the end of the Montreal Canadiens playoff run in 2031 as Boston wins 4-0. So we're going to quickly sim to the draft. While I do that, we're just going to talk a bit. So simming to the draft, guys, thank you everyone for stopping by. If you guys watched the entire video, I really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you guys showing up and supporting me like this. Please stop by tomorrow for the 24-hour stream on twitch.tv/geekingcomfortably, as well as on Thursday again on twitch.tv/geekingcomfortably. It will mean a lot to me. It's fun to have you guys here. Please donate. The link for the fundraiser will be in the description, and it will mean a lot to me to see you guys there. So thank you very much for stopping by. You guys are all amazing, and I really just can't wait to continue growing this channel with you guys and growing my stream. And once again, thank you everyone for stopping by. Good morning, good night, good day, depending when you're watching this. I wish you all the best. Keep on geeking, be comfortable with who you are, and remember, it doesn't matter what people say about you. You keep on going through and don't let it affect you, because you guys are all amazing people, and you just have to remember that. Alright guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.